Please listen carefully.
Hello, universe. Welcome to the Optimist Daily Update. I'm Summers McKay.
And I'm Kristy Jansen, and we're part of the team behind the Optimist Daily, making solutions the news. We bring you reader-funded solutions news every day in order to change the tenor of news media, social media, and the direction of your day to make it one focused on solutions.
7 days a week, we publish positive news stories written by award-winning journalists and delivered online to your inbox and through our social channels. And also, we are sharing these solutions in a commute-worthy, walk-worthy, home office-worthy, gardening-worthy podcast. Today is Monday, the 7th of June, 2021. Hello, Kristy. How are you today, my friend?
I'm just fine and dandy, Miss Summers. How are you?
Do I sense a Texas accent after your vacation in Texas,
I did
my dear?
spend like 4 days there. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've not been Texified.
You'll make it home to California. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine back in California. They'll take you back, I'm sure. But it has been wonderful. It was wonderful to have you here, and I am just so excited we got to spend that sort of face-to-face time because it was really missing. And we are so excited because part of what Kristy and I were doing together in the outskirts of Austin, we're coming up with and formulating a plan for the future of the Optimist Daily and a strategy for our business and our expansion, and hopefully bringing in new partners to help us grow our content and our programming and reach a wider audience. And I think we are really excited about the business and where it's going. So most importantly, thanks everybody who listens and participates in this growing business. It's a pretty exciting opportunity. We really like what we do.
We do.
Every morning I read the headlines and I read the subject line and I just think, I love our product. I love what we do.
Mm-hmm. Feels good to be bringing positivity into the world. And I'm really excited about some of the other programs we've got coming up, which we can't really talk about right now.
Yet, right? Okay, secret sneaks, but we'll tell you later. Hey, so Kristy, there was a headline. I don't know if you've had a chance to see them all today, but you get to eat your packaging again, huh?
I hope so. So last week we talked about a new product, which is a compostable and edible packaging for takeout food. And I was talking about how cool it was, but it's made out of some sort of a wheat.
It was like
wheat grain product.
Mm-hmm.
Which for those of us who are gluten intolerant, maybe isn't the best thing to eat. Plus, it doesn't hold up very well against heat and water types of things. So you can't put any soup in there. Anyway, so this is a new product which is coming out, which maybe is thinking about popcorn as the base material for packaging. So the headline that I'm targeting today reads, "What if all packaging could be replaced with popcorn?" And I just thought this was fun, especially since popcorn is one of my favorite foods. And it's gluten-free. Not that we're going to want to eat all of our packaging. The good thing about this material made out of popcorn is that it's kind of like styrofoam, which is one of the reasons that these designers thought of popcorn as a potential base material for packaging creation. But it's got mostly air. But unlike styrofoam, which is kind of what it seems most like, and we even talk about popcorn in, packaging popcorn, which is styrofoam, right? Unlike
sometimes it's made of cornstarch, right? Because I do sometimes try to eat my styrofoam, and sometimes it goes well, and other times it doesn't.
Be so good. Yeah. But popcorn does not take hundreds of years to break down. And so this team, in order to create popcorn packaging, they crushed the corn, sourced it from inedible byproducts of cornflakes production, and then expanded it into what they call granulated popcorn. So it's probably not real popcorn, and I don't think this particular packaging is actually edible.
What I like about this, though, by the way, I like that it's the inedible products of cornflakes production, right? So it's a byproduct of something that's already being produced. Right. So it's using waste to make something else too.
So I probably wouldn't want to eat this popcorn packaging.
I would totally still try.
But I just like the idea of finding new uses for what would otherwise be trash, and it's totally biodegradable. It's totally compostable, and this particular version of it seems to be a little bit more sturdy. This is not in commercial use, again, like the one we talked about last week, but the developers are already in discussion for the materials use in commercial settings. So, hey, you could have popcorn packaging in your delivery order in the next few years, and that could be kind of fun. And then we don't have to feel so guilty about all the takeout we've been getting.
Well, and one thing, so when we moved here, all of the boxes that we purchased were new. And all of the packing material we purchased was new. We didn't have access to any used or recycled boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I have one by one donated or given away to a neighbor, anyone who's moving in my area. When I get a chunk of boxes finished, I put them in my cupboard, and then I just message out, just like, anyone want to pick them up today. And I think packaging material really accounts for more than 40% of the plastic waste in this world, right? And so if we can think about whether it's giving away your old linens or giving away your old boxes, or how you can reuse packaging, and then also how we can have materials that break down, so we don't just do this single use thing and dump into landfill, we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah. It's a different logistical model, and I like the direction it's going.
Very much so.
What about you? What are you going to talk about today?
I am going to talk about what I'm doing next weekend. So looking ahead to next weekend, I am going to garden. Maybe. I don't know. I have a toddler.
Spring.
It's spring. It's spring. It's almost
and kids
summer.
Love to play in dirt.
Exactly. Kids love dirt. So my headline reads, "New to gardening, these 5 easy veggies to get you started." Now, I have not had spaces. You guys remember back when I lived in California, I was always wishing I could have a veggie garden. I was wishing I had space and room, and I do now. But I also feel a smidge out of my element because I haven't. I've grown roses galore. I am a master at orchids, but I have no idea how to grow veggies. And this list is pretty simple, guys. So it's cukes, zooks, radishes, greens, and herbs. So cucumbers, zucchini, are quite easy. They're both vine-like squash type things that will just like go and grow. You got to give plenty of water and sunlight. Check here in Texas. I'm very excited to have those in my garden. Radishes, I'm kind of interested in like how many radishes the family can eat. So I don't think I'm going to go big on the radish plant, but I'm going to give it a try. Leafy greens. One of the great things about leafy greens is you protect your garden by using coffee grounds as a natural deterrent in the fertilizer. I definitely have coffee grounds available. And then herbs, well, you've got direct sunlight, like parsley and chives and probably cilantro.
No, parsley and chives do okay in shade. That's why.
Okay.
The only things that grow in my backyard are the
chives things that are the chives. Got it. So there is a great guide to get started clicking through the story on the Optimist Daily. I can't wait to make this kind of my week-long vision board. I'm going to get a big galvanized tub. I just can't wait to make zucchini bread. I don't know where I think I'm suddenly going to have all this time.
I don't know.
But
I've now seen your life and your household, and I really think that you're biting off more than
you know what? The new kittens are going to help me with my leafy greens. Let's be clear. It's just going to be that way. Hey, Kristy, I know it's Monday and we're going to make it short today simply because we both have to get back to work. We had so much fun together, but It's time to go to work. Couple other headlines today. Anything you want to call out?
Well, just 2 little ones here. Boston study strengthens the case for universal preschool. Another reason to
Huge fan of that.
Yeah, me too. And then also Google's letting you know which businesses offer gender neutral restrooms. And that's so those are a couple.
That's pretty basic, right? Gender neutral. I saw this meme the other day that was like, anyone who has problem with a gender neutral bathroom, just remember that's what your house is.
Yeah, right. It's not a big deal. Everybody poops, right?
Right. They do.
Everybody poops.
And speaking of toilet training with toddlers, next on the Optimist Daily Update. Never mind.
Well, we talked about sex last week too, right?
Right. Oh, that was such a great article. And the picture, our editorial team used a picture of 2 spooning bananas to talk about green sex products.
Sustainable sex. Anyway, we're getting a little
off topic
here. Let's close this up. Thank you, everybody, for listening to today's Optimist Daily Update. Short and sweet. We hope you have a great rest of your day. And in the meantime, we promise to keep sharing positive solution-based stories with ideas on how you can participate in a changing world, help ensure that it's changed for the good. We promise to keep covering current events with accuracy, legitimate sources, and offering you information that you need most to chart new paths for all of us.
As always, please consider becoming an emissary on theoptimistdaily.com, and for just $5, $15, or $50 a month, support reader-funded independent journalism. Be part of the solution changing consciousness and addressing our world's biggest challenges with a problem-solving mindset. Help us keep the Optimist Daily free to all who need it, supported by those who can. Have a great Monday, everybody. It's going to be a good week.